Good morning, class 6. Welcome back to your biology classroom once again. Today I am going to discuss types of blood groups. So look at your book. Depending on the presence of protein called antigens and antibodies, human blood is classified into 4 groups. So depending upon the special kind of protein that is also known as antigen and antibodies, human blood is 4 type. ABO blood groups. Antigens are proteins present on the surface of RBC while antibodies are present in the plasma. So you will just learn the location of this particular protein and antibody. So antigen are found in the surface of RBC. Same way antibodies are present in the blood plasma. There are 2 types of antigens. A and B are 2 types of antibodies. There are 2 types of antigens here, A and B, and same way 2 types of antibodies, A and B. Based on presence or absence of specific antigen, human blood is classified into 4 groups, namely A, B, AB, and O. So depending upon the presence of antigen and antibodies, human blood are basically 4 types: A, B, AB, and O. Blood group A has antigen A and antibody B. Same way, blood group B has antigen B and antibody A. Same way, blood group AB has both antigen A and B, but no antibodies. Again, blood group O has neither antigen A or B, but both antibodies A and B. So here is a table. The table is very important, so you should learn very carefully. Blood group A, look at the antigen first. As because the name of the blood group, same way the antigen is A and antibody is B. Whereas blood group B, same way antigen क्या होगा? B, but antibody is A. In case of AB blood group, both antigen are present there, A and B, but antibodies are absent. But in case of O, there is no antigen, but both antibodies, A and B. Next, here is a box. The process by which blood is transferred from one person to another is called blood transfusion. So blood transfusion is the artificial process, whereas we can donate or transfer blood from one body to another one. That is also known as blood transfusion. Transfusion cannot take place without first matching blood types. So at first we have to watch the blood types. Blood group O is called the universal donor, since it can be given to the person with any blood group. So blood group O को बोला जाता है universal donor. For what? Because it can donate blood for each group. Blood group AB is called the universal recipient, since a person with this blood group can receive blood from any other blood groups. So just look at the difference. O, where is no antigen but both antibody. That's why O can donate blood from every group. But in case of AB blood group, there is both antigen A and B. That's why it can receive blood from any other groups. That's why it is also known as universal recipient. Next, rhesus factor or Rh factor. Another antigen called Rh factor is found on the surface of RBC. So as well as naming antigen A, B, same way Rh factor भी presence है on the surface of RBC. It was first discovered in rhesus monkeys. From that, its name is Rh factor. About 85% people have the Rh factor. They are said to be Rh positive or Rh negative. I mean, the rest 15% do not have it. They are said to be Rh negative. So who have possessed Rh factor? They are also known as Rh positive. And who has not there? It is also known as Rh negative. मतलब जिसके पास RH फैक्टर होगा उसको हम लोग RH पॉजिटिव बोलेंगे, और जिसके पास नहीं है वो RH नेगेटिव। Blood vessels. Blood vessels are basically three types. They are artery, vein and capillaries. So let's start the blood vessels. Blood is transported to all parts of the body through a network of hollow tube-like structure called blood vessels. So through blood vessels, blood can transfer from one organ to another organ. That is also known as blood vessels. There are three types of blood vessels. They are artery, vein and capillaries. Arteries. These are thick-walled, elastic, muscular vessels that carry blood away from the heart to different body parts. So what is the function of artery? Just look at it very carefully. Artery basically carry the oxygen-rich blood from the heart to different parts of body. Arteries carry pure blood, except the pulmonary artery, which carries impure blood. So basically, artery carry pure blood, whereas the exception is pulmonary artery. It only the artery actually carry the impure blood. I mean carbon dioxide rich blood to the lungs back. Next, vein. These are thin-walled vessels with valves. They carry blood towards the heart from different body parts. So normally हार्ट से लेकर ब्लड पूरा बॉडी तक फैलता है कौन? आर्टरी. सेम वे पूरा बॉडी से कलेक्ट करके हार्ट को वापस देता है कौन? वेन. So what is the function of vein? Vein actually collected the impure blood from the different body parts and bring back to the heart once again. They carry impure blood except the pulmonary veins, which bring pure blood from the lungs. So here is both exception. First, pulmonary artery, which actually carry impure blood. Same way, whereas the pulmonary vein, which carry actually oxygen-rich blood. Here is a little bit difference. So look at the difference at first. Very important difference. So you will learn it very carefully. Structure. Thick elastic muscular walls, narrow lumen. But in case of vein, thin walls, wider lumen. मतलब hollow ज़्यादा है. Next, nature and the direction of blood flow. Carry pure blood from the heart to the various parts of body. Same way, vein carry impure blood from the different parts of the body to the heart. Next one is pressure. Blood flows with a jerk under high pressure in the arteries. But in case of vein, blood flows smoothly under low pressure. Ultimately, the pressure in arteries is high, whereas the pressure in vein is low. Next one is a valve or absent there in the arteries, whereas vein, there are valves are present to prevent backflow of the blood. मतलब as because vein carry the impure blood from the different body parts to the heart, same way there is some valves which actually prevent the backflow of the blood. Position in body, deep seated in the body, मतलब शरीर के गहराई में आर्टरी को मिलता है, whereas vein superficial close to the skin. इसीलिए हम लोग को नॉर्मली स्किन के नीचे जो हम देखते हैं, these are the veins, but arteries are in the deep in the inside our body. Next, capillaries. These are the fine blood vessels connecting arteries with veins. The walls of capillaries are only one cell thick to enable diffusion of oxygen, carbon dioxide and other materials into the cell. So what is the function of capillaries? Basically, capillaries act as a junctional place, whereas artery and vein join together. The walls of capillaries are only one cell thick to enable for diffusion of oxygen. So capillaries का wall जो है ये बहुत ही thin होता है, as because thick होता है to enable the diffusion of oxygen, carbon dioxide and other materials into the cell. So students, hope all of you understood what I've discussed in this video. So for today, up to this portion.